I will now move to the mayor's report, and the good news is, as I was away for a portion of the last 2-week period, I'm going to try and make this fairly brief. I can advise that there were a number of meetings held, and I just want to highlight some of those. Again, February 7th, City Manager Ceppetelli and myself had an opportunity to meet with Minister Stan Struthers, who is the new minister responsible for municipalities. The discussion had to do with the LGD, as well as the potential for a new downtown revitalization program, as well as some of the development issues that were on the table for the city. And I want to note that Mr. Struthers was very cooperative in terms of moving some of the paperwork along so we can deal with some of these issues in a timely manner. On February the 11th, along with Councillor Locker and City Manager Ceppetelli, we met with the Helga Bryant, the CAO of the Northern Regional Health Authority. It was a part of a general update that we try to do on a regular basis when she's here in the city. As well, there were a couple specific issues with respect to health care in the community, and I always appreciate the opportunity to sit down and the ongoing partnership and cooperation that we have with the Health Authority. On February the 12th, I had the opportunity, along with City Manager Ceppetelli, to meet with Dan Murphy, President of the Canadian Mental Health Association and the Thompson Homeless Shelter, and specifically to discuss the partnership and beginning the work towards the Main Street North project and the need and the desire for all partners to work cooperatively. So I very much appreciated the letter, which all council had an opportunity to review previously, and the follow-up meeting. On February the 13th, we had an opportunity to meet with representatives from the RCMP and Justice. We had the Deputy Minister of Justice here in the city, as well as the Commanding Officer Brazeau from the RCMP. I was very pleased that they chose to visit our community and have the opportunity to meet with the myself, as well as, and I was extremely impressed that they took the time to stay and attend the public safety meeting. And I can tell you, these are two extremely high-ranking officials. There is no higher-ranking RCMP official in Manitoba. And I was, again, extremely impressed with his commitment to not just our community, but the issues in northern Manitoba. And I want to convey that it is very clear that some of the things that we are doing in this community, people are beginning to notice and the impact they're having. So it was a good opportunity, and we will follow up. And I'll note that he was also very willing to assist the City of Thompson in dealing with some of the other issues that we're having in terms of long-term capital development relating to some of the facilities. On February the 15th, I had the opportunity to attend the 44th annual Mund Cup tournament at the C.A. Nesbitt Arena and provide greetings. 44 years is a tremendous accomplishment. I wanted to tell a story that I recall watching the first Mund Cup, but that sort of dates me a little bit. But it was great to see, and I did acknowledge the sponsors and the volunteers. It is the premier hockey event in our community for sure, and they just did another outstanding job. And I understand our local team made it to the finals, but just couldn't quite get there. So thanks to everyone for being involved. This morning, along with Councillors Locker, Collada, and Byer, and City Manager Ceppetelli, as well as Chief Mascarene and Inspector Duff, we had the opportunity to attend the blessing of the Project Northern Doorway facility. And I was very pleased to see the turnout, as well as the number of stakeholders, and I did have an opportunity to acknowledge and thank them for their work and to challenge them that we still have much work to do in terms of ensuring the success of that facility and our continued emphasis on addressing addictions in this community. I did note that it's been a tremendous last few years in terms of the projects that have come together, largely based on a commitment from the community, specifically things like the detox, MAPS, the now Project Northern Doorway, the shelter. So I truly believe we are moving in the right direction, and it was noted that this is a change, and change always creates some apprehension. But we need to continue to move forward and aggressively move forward in terms of addressing the issue of addictions, and I look forward to continue to work with Project Northern Doorway. In terms of some of the upcoming events, I just want to remind people that tomorrow the Thompson Chamber of Commerce will be holding their annual general meeting, and I look forward to that opportunity. They do have a speaker in Thompson, a chief economist with the Business Development Bank, and I think it will be very interesting. We've talked a lot about business development here and seeing a bit of an upswing in terms of confidence, and we'll get a chance to see what the numbers are saying across Canada. On Friday, February 21st, very pleased that Minister Bjornson, Minister responsible for housing, will be visiting our community, and we have set up an opportunity to have a meeting with him and council, as well as the local group that is working on the seniors housing. I also want to note that on February 21st, Deputy Mayor Fenske will be traveling to Winnipeg to carry out the duties that he has in terms of the RCMP contract committee. And next week, it was mentioned a little earlier on, the Manitoba Heavy Construction Association will be hosting the first ever Expo North in our community. Again, I want to acknowledge the Recreation Department. This will be a new type of event for the Thompson Regional Community Center. I'm told registration is going very well. It will bring a large number of people into our community and really, again, highlight the versatility of the building that we built, and also provide training for Northerners in Northern Manitoba for one of the first times on this scale anyways. In terms of a couple of the other things I just want to pass on, I have 3 quick events. The first one, obviously, we're in February. It's Winterfest. Believe it or not, we're almost halfway through, but we still have a number of Winterfest events, and I encourage people to get out. There's all sorts of posters and information on our website, but to get out and participate in the activities. The weather's improving, and it's a great time to get out and enjoy it. The other one is I want to acknowledge and thank the school district of Mystery Lake, who worked in cooperation with our administration to introduce the Ride the Bus Free program for students in Thompson, which is now providing free buses in the morning, an attempt to ensure that we encourage students to get to school. And I really want to thank the creativity again of the school district of Mystery Lake, as well as our administration, in terms of coming up with a program like this. And I can tell you, I've heard nothing but positive responses from the community. The last one is we had a bit of a break in terms of public works on our streets over the last week or so, and we were able to get some of the snow removed. Unfortunately, yesterday Mother Nature came back with a bit of a vengeance, and I can tell you we're back on the streets today. We're doing priority 1 snow removal today, which was the main thoroughfares, Thompson Drive. I was pleased with some of the progress we made today, and I think part of that was because we had removed some of the snow piles over the last week or so. But we will continue with our snow clearing policy over the next couple days, and I understand weather will cooperate, so we should be able to go right through the priorities and get into the neighborhoods hopefully before the end of the week. Again, a reminder to all, please take caution in and around our equipment, and always remember safe operations. I have one proclamation, and that is that by the authority vested in me as the mayor of the city of Thompson, I've proclaimed that February 23rd, 2014 as International Rotary Day, and I want to acknowledge the Thompson Rotary Club. And it was just a week or so ago that I know some members of council, including Councillor Robinson, Councillor Collada, and myself were able to attend the Rotary Gala. They do great work, and so I'm very pleased with that proclamation. Now, I know I was gone for some of the time over the last 2 weeks, so I'm going to ask if there's any comments from members of council. Councillor Hogan.
Thank you, Mayor Johnson. I just wanted to share that this Friday, February 21st, the Aboriginal Arts Centre for Northern Manitoba is hosting a multicultural event at the TRCC. That will have food vendors, showcase different artists from around Northern Manitoba, and also there will be free entertainment, musical acts from around the community. Admission is free. It's a family-friendly event. It starts at 4 o'clock and goes until 10 p.m. with entertainment starting at 6 p.m. So I just wanted to share that and encourage the community to come out and attend and celebrate the different cultures that we have in the city of Thompson.
Excellent. Thank you. Councillor Byer.
I'd just like to don't mind adding something to the Mun Cup hockey tournament. You mentioned the volunteers. I did a rough count. I was looking at their sheets in the tournament room. There is about 150 volunteers required to put that together. That's a lot of people. So I want to congratulate them as well. And one other thing is, you'll be hearing more about this, but we are making as a subcommittee, I guess, of the rec committee, making a real effort to turn the Communities in Bloom committee into truly a community committee. I'm pleased to see that it's growing. Some ideas have come out through brainstorming, and people are starting now to accept ambassadorship, I guess, of the ideas. And we're not too far away, I don't think, from the committee being able to come to the city and saying, this is what we want to do this year. And part of it will be, this is how we'll be spending the city's money. And part of it also will be to show where they're going to, I'm sorry, the word's not coming to me, but they'll be also getting revenue from other sources. Leveraging, I'm sorry, thank you, the city's money. So I think there's some good things happening in that committee. So.
Excellent. And I understand the application has been submitted, that we are in Communities Blooms again this year, so that's good.
It's filled out, not submitted. Yeah.
It's always amazing that we're in the middle of the winter and talking about Communities in Bloom. Good planning. Any further comments? I will entertain a motion to adjourn.